friends, it's Monday. Come on in. Take your shoes off. Sit down. Let's make dinner together. Also, I've got some I don't know if it's exciting, but some interesting news. I had a doctor's visit today. So let's get the chicken on, and then we will discuss my doctor's visit. So I had originally planned to do these boneless, skinless chicken thighs on the grill. Well, listen, y'all. We are having 35, 40 mile per hour winds. Not fun to grill in. So I changed the plans. I'm going to cook them in the oven now. So 400-degree oven. I have my boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And all I'm going to do is just some simple spices. You don't, listen, salt and pepper, that's all you need. So I've got some onion powder. I've got some chicken seasoning. This is literally what it says in the store. Chicken seasoning. Or at least my store. You can find it. I think I'm a spice girl. I always have been. And I love to go to like Dollar Tree or Dollar Generals. I don't know. I know you all are everywhere. Canada, United States. You know, you're everywhere. Y'all watch me from everywhere. I just love that. I think that's amazing. So I don't know where, you know, what stores you have, but go to any store, like a dollar store, Dollar Tree, a Family Dollar. They have good prices on spices for like $1. So get your favorite. Find your favorites. Find ones that don't inflame you or don't bother you. I personally, spices have never bothered me. I've never given up any type of spice, and I've been fine. So, but that's not probably the case for everybody. So you find out the ones that work for you and use those. I'll give this a little bit of a squeeze here. And then I've got some paprika. That's always been my favorite. I've been cutting back on spicier things. One of the medications Brock is on makes his mouth tender. So spicy things don't work for him any longer. So I try not to use as much spice as far as Aleppo pepper or jalapeno or anything like that. Just give it a squeeze. So, like I said, I had the doctor's appointment. It was at 1:30, so I didn't do a whole lot this morning. I gathered up, Brock's been working on our taxes, so I gathered up some tax papers. I finished laundry and put it away. Listen, that's the task, isn't it? I don't mind washing laundry and drying it, but putting it away, I hate that job. But I did it. So now we can start off the week with some clean laundry and clean towels. Just putting this on my baking dish here. Oh, you know what? I was going to put a little olive oil on, or avocado spray. It's all right. It's all right. I'll spray it when it's on the pan. I get to flapping my gums and I forget what I'm doing. I get a hold of this chicken. Go. I think thigh is probably my favorite. I just think it's got that little, still some good fat on it. This is boneless, skinless. I like bone in too. I just was in the mood with this. And like I said, I thought I was going to grill it today. But these winds have been insane. Okay. So some of these are going to need a little extra seasoning that was at the bottom of the bag. Oh, my oven's ready. Oh, I've got some green beans going. Maybe once a week or so, I do green beans. So I've got some green beans going back there. Family loved the carnivore chicken pot pie. I wasn't sure how how Brock would feel about it, because Brock, like I said, Brock was never a biscuit eater, but he's loving the carnivore biscuits, and he really enjoyed the. He actually warmed him up some for lunch today. Got a little bit more of that. Now they just need a little bit of salt. So get the salt. I use Baja Gold sea salt, but I've got some Redmond's real salt on order. I'm going to try it. I'm going to get both because Brock likes the Baja because he puts it in his water. This flakier salt. Okay. There we go. We get some avocado oil. Listen, y'all, I come back, I put my PJs on. It's my day off. Just gonna spritz it with a little bit of avocado oil. Get it nice and crispy. All right, I'm gonna get this in the oven, and I'll be right back, and we're gonna discuss my doctor's appointment. Actually, I got a few minutes. I didn't realize what time it was. Elena will be here at 5:30, so I'm gonna wait and have this done then. So I'm just got a few minutes just to wait before I pop that in the oven. So, like I said, I had a doctor's appointment. It's been a few months since I was there. I have to go every few months to do like a follow-up to get my meds renewed and blood work, things like that. So, first day, the nurse, when she saw me, I live in a small town, so, but I haven't seen Robin, the nurse, for a while, because sometimes she comes in the pizza shop. She's like, oh, you look really good. And I said, I feel great. So I was kind of apprehensive going into my doctor's appointment because I wasn't for sure how my doctor would take me doing carnivore, because I've been through enough doctor's visits with Brock, and sometimes the reaction of saying that you follow a carnivore diet is kind of frowned upon because I don't think they really understand, even people in the medical field. So I was a little apprehensive. So I was like, I you know me, I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm going to tell you the truth. And I was going to not pussyfoot around with her, and I wasn't going to pretend I was doing something else. So I made it very clear to her. I said, look, first of all, she came in, she said, wow, you look great. I can just tell by looking at you how good you feel. And I was like, okay, so fantastic, thank you. And I said, I do feel great. I said, I honestly feel the best I have felt in a very long time. So I said, well, I'm going to be very honest with you and explain to you that I, for the last 3 months, have been doing a 98% carnivore. Honestly, there was very little reaction from her. And she said, okay. And, so I was like, oh, this is going well. So part of me thinks, she may prescribe to our way of living a little bit more than what I thought. And I explained to her that, I do incorporate green beans once in a while, some onions, some mushrooms occasionally. But this is what's working for me. I'm feeling great. And she's like, great. No issues with it at all. She said, now, if you were eating lunch meat every day, or I said, no, and I told her I have chicken and fish and beef and occasionally pork and all of the things that I'm doing. And she was very pleased with that. And so then I said, this is why I'm doing this. Of course, I'd like to lose weight, but my main focus is getting off these medications. She said, I don't blame you for wanting off your medications. And I said, if my numbers are good, because she did blood work today, if my numbers are good, can I start getting off some of these medications? She said, absolutely. She said, we will start you with, I take Jardiance, it's a diabetic medicine, and then I take metformin. She said, we'll start with the Jardiance, because Jardiance and metformin do two different things. She said, I'm going to check your liver, I'm going to check your kidney. She always checks those to make sure everything's functioning well. She said, we'll check that, and then we'll take off the Jardiance, and we can reduce the metformin. And then, anything else that I take a hydrochlorothiazide, which is a blood pressure / fluid pill. I've been on that for a long time, since I was pregnant with my daughter. And it's a very, very small dose. So the goal is to get off of these meds. So here is where, this hard work is going to start paying off. It's going to take a while for me to get my labs back. They do them right there at the doctor's office, but I don't know how long before I get the results. So as soon as I know something, I of course will let you all know. This is what we've been working for, friends. This is what we've been doing this for. Okay. So I'm going to put the chicken in the oven, 400 degrees. I'm going to say probably 30 minutes. I really don't know for sure, till it's cooked. But we'll be back. So here's to, how could I forgot to tell you this? My blood pressure was normal. She asked about my blood sugars. I told her my blood sugars have been normal. So the last time I was there, my A1C was like 6 point, which is right on that borderline. So I'm hoping I'm coming over to the side of diabetes free. I know I'm going to get there. If I'm not there, I do not know how I could not be there. Also, the last time I saw her, I'd lost 10 pounds, fully dressed with shoes on. And I weighed myself here with my scale to compare it to the scale at the doctor's office. They were exact match. I was like, good to know. So 10 pounds since I had seen her last. I forgot to ask when I saw her last. I don't know if it was 3 months, 6 months. I don't know. So she's very pleased with that. So there is all the updates. Putting the chicken in the oven. Exciting things, friends. So listen, if you are on the fence about trying to do this, it's working. It's working for me. It can work for you. You just got to do it. Listen, you're going to have moments where you're going to say, I don't want to do this today. Then just take a breath and do it tomorrow. It's fine. Not every day is going to be perfect. I certainly do not have perfect days. You're not going to have perfect days. That's because we're human. And if you have perfect days, bless you. Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to put the chicken in the oven. I'll come back to show you what it looks like when it's cooked. Just a few seasonings here. Quick and easy meal. And yeah. All right, see you in a bit. So here we go. The chicken's out of the oven. 30 minutes. I want you to see how tender this chicken is. It's nothing special. Just some thighs with some seasonings. Cut it with a butter knife. My favorite. All right. Hot. Thanks for stopping by as always and hanging out with me. And I will see you tomorrow. Make you some chicken tonight.